Hey guys, it's Ghost Talk Pepper. How you guys doing today on YouTube? Today we're going to review my just about 6-month review of the Alien Gear holster, Cloak-Tuck 2.0. I did an initial review out of the box when I got it and posted it all around, and you know, most people were like, yeah, okay, that's great, we know about Alien Gear, but how about doing a review after a few months of wearing it? So that's what I've done. I wore it for just about 6 months, 3 to 5 days a week. Being retired and disabled, you know, I don't get around as much as I used to or need to. So I wore it around the house, wore it to town, wore it where I needed to. Always carry concealed or at home open, so I know, people know that I'm armed. So we're going to get right to it. First, we're going to show you that my weapon is clear. There is no round in the chamber. There we go. See, nice and empty. Alright, so weapon is clear. We'll put that back in. Alright, just to be up front, I did not buy this. This was given to me as a sponsorship for the Disabled Veteran and Law Enforcement Officer Motivation video, which is below. So you can check that out if you want to. We did a Colorado 9-day elk hunt. That was my first time elk hunting. Didn't get an elk, but we did get I got a doe and filled our doe tags. But so this was given to me as a sponsor, but also to do a review and testing on. And like I said before in the beginning, I did it out of the box, posted it in Facebook and Instagram and some other places, and you know, people who didn't know about it, Alien Gear, they liked it, but the guys who knew about Alien Gear wanted a good use test and review. So anyway, it came in the package, as everybody knows. It got Rush on it, highlighted, review order. Price on it is $50.76. That's with the Rush shipping and the little extras they sent me. But I believe it runs around 40 bucks, I guess, shipped, from everything that I saw on their website. Of course, you get a sticker, you get the little kit. Now, I'm not sure if you get all of the clips like I got, if you have to order those separately, but they sent me everything according to their website. And of course, you get the little guarantee card and everything like that. Okay, so now that I told you up front that I did not buy this, that it was given to me as a review, let's go into it. I did keep notes here. So the whole 6 months, these are all my YouTube notes that I keep on things. Alright. It did get me a little worried out of the box, because I have never seen anything like this. The neoprene and the bonded leather material up front with the I know it's not Kydex and it's not plastic, it's Bhutan or Buktan or something like that, the layered multi-layered Kydex, but I'll tell you what, it's as strong as an ox. So we'll get into it. The thing is the most comfortable holster I've ever worn in my life. The neoprene is unbelievable. I mean, when you sweat, when you're cold, this thing keeps you nice and warm, or keeps you too warm in the summertime, but they took that into consideration, knowing that you're going to sweat, and they did some things that I'll show you in a second to fix that. Now, we'll go over the negatives first. Okay, take the weapon out. Actually, no, I'll show you. Up close, you'll see the Kydex doesn't cover the trigger guard all the way. So it does rub against your finger a lot when if you're going to draw it. I know part of this is for retention, but it is irritating, especially if you're on the range practicing. That does rub your finger a heck of a lot. Another thing, I don't know if it was the mold, the dummy gun, it didn't quite fit my weapon perfectly. Now I know once you put this on your belt, the retention is rock solid, but if your belt is a little loose, then you're going to have a little bit of an issue. And some of the molding from, I guess, the dummy gun is not exact or even close to my gun. My weapon is a Taurus Millennium Pro, and some of it seems to be from a similar but different type of Taurus. So you can see some of it doesn't really match up, and we've got dimpling here that doesn't really do anything. I mean, right there, there's no dimpling. And there's a couple of other little things. But all in all, I mean, this fits great. This right here is this is my loose part right here. And as I showed you, that is a little bit worrisome. Also, right here, it's a little bit over the edge of the neoprene. So it does dig into your side or back, whichever way you have it. It does dig in a little bit. I mean, it's not much, as you can see. It's just that little corner right there. So, not too bad. I mean, I could file that down, but it really hasn't been much of a bother. Just every once in a while you got to readjust your holster. Let's see. What else? Okay, biggest issue. Ooh, this was my big issue. What do you see there? Magazine release. Now, it's only happened to me a handful of times out of 6 months, but it shouldn't happen at all. Pressing against my body, my magazine release button gets depressed, and my mag just pops out a little bit. And that, to me, needs to be addressed. There needs to be some Kydex, not Kydex, the neoprene cover over here, protecting that so it doesn't happen at all. I mean, sure, even with the neoprene there, you might have a little bit, but nothing being there, and I'm not a skinny guy, so I got a couple of little rolls of fat going on there. They do tend to hit and just pop it up a little bit. So that's an issue I had, which was my biggest issue. Alright, let's go over the next one. As I said, the mold isn't as tight as it should be. I don't know if it was a dummy gun problem. And I also said, you know, the shell isn't the exact weapon. It might be a different Taurus Millennium. But all in all, it did do its job. I did have a little bit of tearing right there. And as you can see, it does keep its shape fantastically. But from wearing, it did push and deform and tear right there. So, I mean, really no big deal. I've tried to straighten it out many times. I might have to take a heat gun to it and bend it back out again. But for 6 months of wear, that's not bad at all. Another issue I had, which was really no big deal for as much as I've worn it, by the trigger guard, the material started tearing, started pulling apart from the neoprene backing, and had a couple of where is it? Oh, one of them's right there. And I had another stitch issue, which I fixed with a lighter. Back there, right around there. So that's not bad. The stitching is, for what this is, the stitching is pretty dang good. I can't complain there. And of course, like I said with this, that's almost to be expected with the weapon still going, going in and out of there, coming in and out, my finger going around there. So not too bad at all. The other problem I have is when you're wearing it, as you see it pushes back in there with the retention. Once you draw your weapon and you have it on, and since this is an inside the waist belt concealed, you do need to practice getting the weapon back in without having to take your pants back off. It is a bit of a pain, but with a little bit of practice, you do get it about 98% of the time. You still gotta, every now once in a while, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. Let's see, the pros, the comfort. I can't believe the comfort of this. At 6 months of wearing, you see the stripe going up there. That's pretty much the only wear, besides the deformation on the edges here from the way I wear it. That's pretty much the only deformity I have. Now, if you compare that to my old carry holster, which is a Bianchi, whichever way you want to say it, which, has that all of the leather wearing out, as you can see, leather, sweats, makes you wet, makes you sweat. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a high-end, comfortable, good, hard leather sheath, but it does, stain and get you wet, unlike the Cloak-Tuck. And then, of course, we have the Uncle Mike's that I also have, which is just the clip-on. Now, it's not a inside the waistband, which I guess I could make it if I was lefty, or come around the other side here and switch out the things. But I've never worn it as an inside the waistband. It's just always been outside the waistband. But this is also very comfortable. But, of course, you've got the metal clip right here that can dig into you, which means it will dig into you. Now, it's a good bargain holster, but nothing compared to this. This, I was literally at 109 degrees outside, and I was dripping in sweat, and this kept me nice and comfortable. The really cool part is the way they make the top lip up here. Now, I don't know if it's like this on all of them, but on this one, it's pretty cool. Because when you're wearing it, as you can see it from my body, it's fold over. But when you're wearing it, it does this and prevents a lot of sweat from dripping down inside your weapon, which is really good. And it molds to your side right there, which is fantastic. Alright, now the clips, another thing, they do get bendy after a while. I mean, they still do their job, and the clips I have are the ones with the clip in the bottom there that do clip over your belt. Now, they also come with the leather ones, which are very nice, but the snaps are really hard to do. I don't know if they had some extra metal in there or something. They're just a pain. I might switch them out, try them again. I didn't really care for them that much because they do, even though they're good poppers, like I said, they're hard to do what you're supposed to because you don't want them popping open all the time. They did occasionally, once in a while, if I hit the wrong way, popped open. Then you've got the other one with the belt rides in here, which is not bad, but I wear a bigger belt and it did not fit in there. So this was my other option, but they only sent me one. They sent me 3 of these but they only sent me one of these, so that wasn't an option for me. But this would be my second best option, because the belt, when you're drawing your weapon, this catches on the belt, so your holster stays in your pants. Now, they come with the spacers. Basically, all it is a fuel line, and you've got the 3 different sizes to adjust the cant and the fit of the weapon. And they also comes with 3 different size screws. It comes with the big screw, the medium screw, and the baby screw. And the thing is when you're doing it, you don't want the screw protruding from the back of the hole here. So you want to make sure that you got the right size screw. And of course it comes with the old Allen wrench, and then the rest of the parts in here, screws, the hose, and it comes, mine only came with 2 extra of the clip hooks that go through the holster, which is good because you never know what's going to break, that though I doubt they're going to break. Now, maintenance, every once in a while you got to come through and retighten just to make sure you're getting the right retention. I mean, someone said put Loctite on it. No, why would you put Loctite on something that needs to be changed around? Though I guess if you're happy with it and it's yours, you do what you want, but for me, no Loctite. Alright, the weight is unbelievable. I mean, compared to this and this, I still believe this little one compared to all that is a little bit heavier than that one, but about the same weight as that one. But look at all that material you get, I mean, and the Kydex. Let's see, maintenance I said was easy. You just wash it once in a while with soap and water, because you do get some funkage back here. I know it's neoprene and it's supposed to be all that, but if you sweat a lot, you're going to get some nice smell back there. So hit it with Febreze once in a while too. It'll smell nice and flowery, or just like flowery crap. Let's see, there's no break-in period, which was amazing. I didn't need to break anything in. That was the great part. There was no forming it like this. Even though these come pre-formed, they still need to form around the weapon up here, need to form around your waist, your belt. This, you stick it on, you're done, which is amazing. Like I said, the stitching was really good. The material out here is really nice. The neoprene is really good. Excuse me. Maintenance is easy. Let's see. I told you about the plastic clips getting a little bit loose, but the material, it still does the job. And let's see. It comes with the sticker, comes with the card. I can't recommend this highly enough. For the price that you're getting, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there complaining about this, complaining about that. Okay, so their lead time might be longer than they say it is. The customer service to some people might not be the best. And like I said, I didn't buy this, so I really didn't have any customer service experience with them. I'm just going off their product. To me, for the price and for what you get, if you're looking for an inside the waistband holster that covers everything, there's no, I can't think of the word right now, but you know what I'm talking about. There's no weapon showing. There's no bulge showing, especially if you wear it the right way. Now they say to wear it, back here. I've always liked to wear mine at the 3 o'clock position, and I do can it because of the way I have it set up here. I do have it canted up, almost like the FBI cant. Since I am a retired law enforcement officer, you kind of get taught one way, and you kind of get used to wearing it one way. Now in the military, we wore it differently, but that was many, many moons ago. But I can't think of anything else to say about the Cloak-Tuck. after 6 months or so of wearing it, 3 to 5 days a week, this is the holster for you. Now the new ones come with the embossed, you know, the alien gear little head dude right there, but nobody can see it when it's inside your pants. I know it's advertising for them, but it's no big deal. Besides the little things that I showed you that were off, that need to be adjusted, and I think mine was the first Taurus to be done, so they'll only get better if they, I know they're going to watch this because I have to talk to Tyrone tomorrow. So this, guys, highly recommend. And if you have any questions, please put them below. Please subscribe. I thank you for all your views, for all your questions and comments, and I'll be back with another video as soon as possible. Thanks, guys.